you guys haven't been here before, my name is Chef Steve. I'm a charity-based food and drink streamer. We have a charity stream team called Good Cause Crusaders, and we've raised over $260,000 in 2 years in this little tiny community that could. You don't have to be a streamer to be a part of our team. Let's go. Hello, hello. Hi, guys. So, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of seafood and Papillote, but we're making fish two different ways with the Crème-Delish, and we're comparing. So seafood and Papillote basically just means fish cooked in parchment paper. So here's the plan. I'm gonna take some seasonal vegetables. So we have butternut squash, which we're not gonna even use a quarter of this. We have Brussels sprouts. I have yellow squash, and I have apples. We're using Crème-Delish today. If you guys don't know what Crème-Delish is, it is a culinary powder that is taking Twitch by storm, but also this should overtake the world at some point. It's a vanilla cinnamon culinary powder, local Texas guy, amazing heart, amazing company. The cool thing about this powder is you can mix it with milk, and anything that uses milk. It has that amazing vanilla cinnamon flavor. It's like Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk, but like 20 times better. So like for your coffee creamers in the morning, you can mix this with milk and whip it and then add it on top of your coffee, like a latte. You can mix this with milk and dunk brioche bread in it for French toast. You can mix this with milk and make ice cream with different flavors. You can mix this with milk and rum and make coquitos, moscatos, whatever they're called. Moscatos of wine. What's the one? Kamchatas? Rumchatas? There's so much you can do when you mix this with milk. But not only that, you can leave this as a powder. And we've made cinnamon rolls with it. We've made whipped topping with it. We've made cakes with it. We've made boba with it. We've made bacon. We've cured bacon in this and made vanilla cinnamon bacon and smoked it with pecan. We've done so much with this. Get Crème-Delish.com, click on the link, watch the YouTube videos. Please, guys, if you go to GetCrème-Delish.com, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's free. It costs you nothing. It will help us go up in the algorithm. It will help more people see it. I made Bucky's Beaver Nuggets ice cream with this. I made cheesecake with this. I've been doing so much. Rum chata is the fun adult version. Yes. With this, it's like the best rum chata you've ever had. Did someone say bacon? Yes, I made bacon with this. Today we are doing savory. Most of the time it is made with sweet because vanilla cinnamon sweet. We're also doing another type of savory dish with fish as well called en papillote, which basically just means cooking in a bag or in parchment paper. We're gonna make a pillow and we're gonna roast it off in the oven. So what we're gonna be doing is butternut squash, yellow squash, Brussels sprouts, and apples. They're all gonna go in the parchment paper. We're gonna set the cod in there with it. Hopefully I have another lemon. If not, then whatever, but I'd like to put a few lemon slices on that. We'll season up with just salt and pepper. And then what my plan is, I'm gonna mix Crème-Delish with milk and make a cream style sauce for the parchment. So what happens is the fish is gonna steam in the parchment paper, cook the vegetables, cook the fish, everything at one time. So one thing I like to do in papillotes at my restaurants as specials, because as it's going out to the table, it's this big puffy pillow, smelly goodness, steaming. And then the server would set it down on the table in a bowl and cut it open for you. And it would just explode with all this smell and this flavor. The visualization of it, the smell of it, and papillotes are really fun. It's something that's been done for like 30, 40 years. It's definitely old school, but I thought it would work well with the Crème-Delish. So we're gonna mix the Crème-Delish with the milk to make the sauce for the en papillote. So we have butternut squash that we're using in the en papillote. I got leeks. I got some leeks. These things are amazing. If you guys haven't used leeks before, y'all need to get hip. You'll need to get hip to them. So what I'm doing now is I'm thinly cutting these leeks. I got Brussels sprouts, and I got a yellow squash, and this butternut squash to still cut. But leeks are good. If you haven't used them before, try them. Instead of like using an onion in a recipe, get some leeks. They're fairly cheap at the store. And just see what they do. Like a potato, leek, and sausage, or a potato, leek, and chorizo soup is one of my favorite soups of all time that I make. Leeks just work really well. It's got that onion flavor, but not overpowering. I'm gonna cut this butternut squash fairly thin, so because the thing about it in Papillote means cook in parchment paper is we're cooking the fish, the veggies, everything at once in the parchment paper. We're gonna be steaming it off in the Creme-Delish cream sauce. So I want all the veggies to have the same cooking time, if that makes sense. So we're gonna kind of cut these just like thin little kind of pieces, strips. You could do thin cubes, whatever you want to do, but this is kind of how I'm cutting them. I think I might only just use one apple. I'll save the other ones for my lunch. I'm gonna eat an apple. It's this that we need to get into the HEBs. It's this that needs to be in every household. Exclamation point Delish in chat. Watch and get Creme-Delish.com on all. Watch the YouTube videos. Subscribe to the channel. The more people that we can get to get this, the better the food trucking will be, because this is what is going to help us survive. This is what people all over the world can love as much as I love. This is what deserves to be in every household in the world. The food truck is just a local Houston thing that we get to have fun with Twitch. You guys get to help create the menus, the specials, the name. We're building it together. Everything about it, about the food truck streams is fun, but it's this right here is what's gonna help us survive. This is what's gonna set us over the top. You know what I'm saying? I believe in it, man. I've never had a product as versatile as this. You can use it as a cream base mixed with milk. Anything that you can mix with milk, alcohol, ice cream, creams, whipped creams. Anything that you can mix with a powder, cakes, donuts, cheesecakes, bagels, cinnamon rolls, curing bacon. There's nothing like this in the world. I'm telling you, once you try it, you'll be like, now I see why he talks about it every week. Now I see why he talks about it every week. So I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do this. First, we're gonna cut the cod. We're gonna do 2 in Papillote since we have so much fish and so many veggies. So I'll probably just use this for the one and then this for the other, since this is the skinny ones. Okay. We are going to season this up. With some salt and pepper. Thank you to Texas Hula for this bowl. And then prior, we cut up a lot of stuff. We cut up butternut squash. We cut up apples, Brussels sprouts, leeks, and yellow squash. And here is where the Creme-Delish is going to tie in. We're going to mix the Creme-Delish with cream, and that's going to be the sauce for the Papillote, which is going to help steam the fish and the veggies all at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this to kind of hold everything in. But this is super easy to do for you guys at home. For a family dinner night, you basically you put everything in here and you throw it in the oven, and it does its own thing. Okay. So we'll put the fish in. I'll save the other fish for when I get more parchment. And I'll probably cook that off tomorrow. We're going to put some apples in there. I'm going to kind of lay the apples on top of the fish. We'll get our butternut squash in there. We'll get some leeks in there. We'll get some Brussels sprouts in here. And then we'll get some of this yellow squash in here. And the rest of this we'll save till I can get some more parchment paper. Actually, or maybe I'll just do something different with all of this and the fish. That should be fine. It fits perfect. Okay. So now we need to get a little bit of heavy cream. A mini bowl. White wine would be good in here. Beer would be good in there. Whatever you want to steam it with, honestly. But today we're using cream and Crème-Delish. So we're going to get that vanilla cinnamon Crème-Delish flavor going on with the cream to make the sauce. Cool. So we got all that powder, all that cream. Let's get this nice and mixed together. This right here would be like the perfect ice cream. You don't even need to add any sugar. You don't have to add imitation vanilla. You don't have to add anything. This just whip this up and it'd be perfect whipped cream, perfect ice cream. But that's how easy this is. We also want to season up the veggies because where I get my veggies, they don't come seasoned. So we're going to throw some Chef Steve brand butt rub in there, which is like a sweet and savory kind of mixture in itself. And Papillote's been around a long time. You'll find it at most old school, I guess you could say, restaurants. But like I said, it's really something easy to do for family dinner night. Something different. So many different things you can put in there with it. You just want to make sure it's nice and sealed tight because you're steaming this all together. You're using the Crème-Delish and the cream or your white wine or whatever you're using to steam everything together. I could have laid like slices of citrus on top of the fish. With the white wine. It's endless what you can put in Papillote. And at my restaurants, this was a fun special to always do because I would serve it in a bowl in the parchment, and then the server would tableside cut it open, and then all that steam would come out. The whole restaurant would like see all that steam and smell it. It would, you know, visually at the table, the sight, the smell, the taste, all that has a play when you go out to eat, right? So that's why Papillotes were pretty cool. And look how easy it is. At a restaurant, for like when I did this as specials, you know, you can pre-make these ahead of time like this. So then when somebody orders it, you can straight just throw it in the oven, or you can do it to order. But that's how easy that is. I got you, Aspie. I gotta get this in first. I promise. Thank you for the reminder. All right, so it's nice and sealed. Cool. The cream is all the way through it. There's no leaks, which is what you want. There's no gaps. You don't want any holes because then the steam will escape, and that's kind of not what you want here. You want it to all stay inside. It's going to help cook the vegetables and cook the fish. If I had a bigger piece of parchment, it would have been easier and better, but there it is. All right, so let's get this in the oven. I already had the oven preheating to 400. Honestly, it's only going to take 20 minutes to a half hour. So this is what I'm talking about. So at the table, when this comes out, oh yeah, and then all that cream and creme delish just soaked up into that. Look at this. This is hot AF. But look at this, oh God. That's so soft and perfect. The Brussels sprouts, the butternut squash, the regular squash, the leeks. And the apples, there's apples in there. And then there's actually cod under this with the creme delish, which is a vanilla cinnamon cream sauce. So that vanilla cinnamon cream steamed it's basically creme delish steamed fish and veggies. So you have your sauce, your veggies, everything all in one. And at the restaurant, when this gets unwrapped like this, like the whole restaurant smells like this. The smell is incredible. Just how easy it was to do, right? Literally, we made this. The longest part of this was prepping the vegetables, cutting them, peeling them. Everything else was like, put it in the parchment paper. We mixed the heavy cream with the creme delish and kind of like dumped it in there, folded it all up, baked it off. Ridiculous. So, you know, the butternut squash goes really well with cinnamon anyway, and vanilla. So that right there is fire. The Brussels sprouts have all that like creme delish mixed in with it. Apples added some sweetness to this. The cod itself like has all that like vanilla cinnamon kind of like thing all the way through it. Super flaky.